What fragrances would I recommend to a total stranger? Well, I have some here that I would really recommend to anyone. If I meet someone on a party, on a sidewalk, on the street, whatever, these ones I would recommend depending on age, of course, and lifestyle and such as that. But these ones are very good overall. I think you can have all of these as a signature scent. So the first one I would recommend to anyone is a very easy to digest fragrance. It's L'Homme from YSL. Fantastic scent. Ginger, spicy, and all the other goodness. And this is a non-intrusive fragrance, which means it doesn't annoy people, which is a good thing. You can wear this depending on age, of course. This is a little bit more young smelling fragrance, even though it's very fresh and clean. It has some creaminess to it, so it doesn't have that old school vibe that some older men maybe like. But for a mid-aged guy or a little bit younger, this works perfectly as an all-day, everyday type of fragrance. So that one is the first one I would recommend. If we go into the little bit younger guys, younger age span, I know that this fragrance is so overly hyped, overly talked about, but the fact is that the women in the younger years really love this fragrance because of the playfulness in the structure of this fragrance. It is very good projecting, people can smell you, and if we're gonna be honest guys, we all like the smell of this fragrance. Even though it's overhyped and we have smelled it too much, and of course I'm talking about Versace Eros. This is fantastic. I would recommend this to a guy who just wants to ask me about, okay, give me one fragrance recommendation. I want one fragrance. I would say get the 200 ml bottle of a Versace Eros in a discount, for example, idealo.de, which is a German discount site. Or if you live in America or Canada, you have fragrancebuy.ca or something like that you can check out. So that's another one. The third one I would recommend to a guy in his mid-age, maybe 45 and up. And this is a good performing fragrance. It smells fantastic. It is not that expensive and women like it. So it covers everything. You can wear this to the date, you can wear this to the office, you can wear this to the holiday, high heat, whatever. And still, I would really recommend Profondo from Acqua di Gio Armani. This is a blue fragrance, of course. Have some mineral notes in this. It smells so clean, so good, so masculine. Italian lifestyle in its best. So this is another fragrance that I would really recommend to anyone if you are in that type of age span. If you like the older fragrances, if you like Le Male, you say, I ask you, what type of fragrance do you like? What have you worn in the past, so to speak? And he said Le Male. Then okay, then I would recommend this one. It's a cheaper alternative, but better performing. And this one contains the original Le Male DNA, which is a little bit more earthy tone. It sits on a base that will last much longer on your skin, because the old formulation, as you guys know, included a little bit more heavy ingredients that nowadays they are banned because of health issues. But this company made it work in some way. So this is Bondage Homme from Milton & Lloyd. $5 for this fragrance. Really good, projects very well, and women like it. Someone in my age, 36, 37 and up, if they want to have a all-around good fragrance, there's only one that I would suggest to anyone in this age span, and this is Dior Homme 2020, a citrus woody fragrance, of course, that is fantastic smelling. Very good for the office, very elegant, smells very classy, smells very put together and stuff like that. So that's another fragrance that I would really recommend to a guy that is in his mid-age and maybe have an office job. He goes to a lot of meetings, he dresses very well, maybe have a suit most of the time when he goes to work, or very dressed up type of gentleman. Another one is for the guy who maybe wants a recommendation that likes, or maybe wants a recommendation of a fresh fragrance with a low price tag, but he wants it to perform well. He want to have it all year round basically, but he likes the fresh, blue type of fragrances with a twist. And for that one, I would really recommend Asaro Chrome, actually. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want a fresh fragrance that works very good all around, especially in the high heat, and this projects very good and sits surprisingly long on my skin. I don't know if this is an older batch or whatever, but this is a very good fragrance. You can wear this to sports, you can wear this to very casual type of situations all year round. But this is a little bit more if you are a young guy, I would say. I wouldn't recommend this to a 45-year-old, but maybe from 18 to 30. This works very well, in my opinion. If we have like a teenager then, who wants to have a very easy to love fragrance that still performs pretty okay. He wants a fragrance that girls will like. He wants a fragrance he can use to school. He wants a fragrance he can use to the parties and stuff like that. And then I would go for my old school favorite back from the 90s, Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. And why would I suggest this fragrance, you might ask? Because it is a very nice, smells like a young guy. It smells like a young guy. It smells like fun. It smells youthful. It smells very energetic, but not too sharp. So it is a fragrance that smells this youthfulness. And the good thing with this is this, you can get this for 20 bucks today on Amazon, for example. I got this very cheap, so he doesn't have to spend a lot of money if he wants a fragrance that works really well in all that type of situations, and women will appreciate this scent on him and also his classmates. Okay, if I meet someone that wants a nice summer fragrance that I don't really know, then I would also go with a fragrance that is maybe not that cheap, but it's pretty affordable, and this is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. If you can find this, it's better, but I think Italian Love is equally as good. I think this is discontinued, so maybe it's a little bit harder, but this is my favorite. Good performance, sits on your skin for a while. Fantastic grapefruit note. Dries down a little bit more sweet than the opening, but the grapefruit in this, why is that so hard to say? The grapefruit in this is very realistic, to my nose at least. So I would really recommend that one. Fantastic one. And if you're a guy, the last fragrance for today, who live in a very hot and humid climate, and you want a fragrance that you can wear to everyday occasions, both to work, both to party. Maybe you live in, Hawaii, Dominican Republic, something like that. An island guy, an island boy. John Varvatos Artisan Pure is my recommendation for that type of guy, because it is so good in the high heat. It doesn't get clowy. It's a very dry type of fragrance. Sits on a woody base, has petitgrain in it, and also some floral notes. Very elegant. You can wear this with a nice white linen suit, strolling around on the beach with some nice loafers, basically. So that's a perfect fragrance for that. All right, guys, so these are some fragrances I would recommend to a stranger, basically, a little bit depending on age, of course, and how their life look. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.